Welcome to everyone, and namaste.
Namaste.
This practice is about strength. And think of physical strength because that provides the foundation of our yoga asana with support and steadiness, essential for good alignment, healthy posture, and also helps us move safely in and out of poses without sacrificing the joints or the tendons. And our physical strength is just an embodiment of our mental strength, our willpower, if you will, that it takes to show up for a regular practice. And our mental strength then is reinforced by our spiritual strength, courage, and faith. So practicing either with multiple repetitions of a pose or holding poses longer are ways to increase strength. So let us now invoke spirit, create a sacred time and space. Center with your breath, taking good posture. Filling yourself with the strength of your breath, the power of your mental willpower, and the tenacity of your courage and faith. As we prepare ourselves now with strength to overcome any obstacles that may arise in our future, we'll think of Ganesh. Ganesh mudra. Cup the fingertips of one hand to the other and hold them in front of the chest. So the forearms are level. Then pull apart with the hands and shoulders and back. And then relax for the inhale. Make sure you're still sitting up straight. And as you exhale, begin to apply that tension in the arms, chest, and back. Just following the rhythm of your breath with complete inhalations and complete exhalations. And after a few breaths, we'll switch the direction of the hands so they face opposite way. And repeat that, breathing, pulling on the exhale, relaxing on the inhale. Great. You're doing a perfect job. Now, please relax that so we can do some Bhastrika pranayama. Bhastrika is the bellows breath where we're pumping the air in and out through the nostrils using the diaphragm and not using the shoulders or the chest. So from the core and the navel center, draw in for a burst of air, and then the same for the inhale. And relax to a normal breath. Walk the hands forward some, fold over the hips, and feel free to move around side to side, around and around. Whatever organic flow is intuitive and natural. And lift back up. Place the arms behind you so you can open the chest, draw the shoulder blades in, and look up. Now switch the legs so the opposite foot comes in front. And do another round of Bhastrika. You can repeat that same slow, steady pace, or if you feel confident, you want to increase the pace, make it a little faster, do that. On the other hand, if it's making you dizzy and you don't like that feeling, just stop it entirely. So don't feel pressured to go fast if it's not in your toolkit right now. Okay? So when you're ready, just begin slowly. And then maybe try a little faster. Then slow back down. And normal breathing. Oh, that should wake you up. Gets the heat flowing. It sort of stokes the fire here in the navel center. So please lie on your back now. Recline. There. And stretch the legs out, away, the arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch, spreading the toes, the fingers, the shoulders, the back. Then relax, rest onto the floor. We're going to start lifting opposite arm to opposite leg. So start with the right arm and the left leg. Lift them up and touch hand to leg. Inhale, lower that side. And then switch to the opposite pair. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. And continue that pattern, alternating sides. Flow with the breath. That's good. Thank you. We're getting that. And then rest the legs and arms. Relax. Feeling the strength begin to grow in your body. Interlace the hands behind the head and lift up the knees. On the exhale, bring the elbows, the knees towards each other, trying to touch. Then inhale, lower the back and head, rest the feet to the mat. And repeat that as you're exhaling to lift and crunch together. If this is too easy for you, on the inhale, just extend the legs horizontally and then draw together on the exhale. Good. Keep it nice and slow and steady. Perfect. You've done great. Rest the feet. Relax the arms. Now widen the feet to the width of the mat. And turn the knees, twisting them to the right. Taking a breath on that side. Then lift the knees and twist them to the second side. Take a complete breath. All right, lift the knees back up. Interlace the hands behind the head. And now we're going opposite elbow to opposite knee. So on the exhale, bring one elbow, one knee to touch. And then switch sides. The feet can either rest on the floor or alternately hover above the mat. Like you're bicycling with the knees. That's right. Oh, you're great. You're so strong. And super job. Lower down and relax. Rest the arms and feet. Ah, nice breath. Bring the arms down by your sides and the palms face down. And now lift both legs. Keep the inner edges of the feet touching. The legs vertical. And then start to make circles with both legs in the same direction. And then rotate in the opposite direction. And you're done. Relax. Feet down. Now we simply roll over onto the stomach to a prone position. Or cobra pose. Okay. So nice Bhujangasana. Legs together, elbows tucked in, and then we'll push down through the hips. Inhale, lift the shoulders, and exhale, lower like a red carpet rolling out. Repeating that with the breath. Curl up on the inhale, and then like a feather float down on the exhale. That's good. Good form, everyone. Do two more. Penultimate. And the final cobra. Relax and rest. The next is Ardha Shalabhasana, so half locust. Extend the arms forward, palms face down, and we'll lift opposite arm and opposite leg. Inhale, lift right arm, left leg, and exhale down. Next, left arm, right leg. Inhale. Exhale down, and just continue that pattern, lifting opposite arm and leg. Good. Perfect. Last set, and one or more on each side. And when you're finished, bring your arms down by your side, turn your chin, and let the heels open for a nice relaxation in the lower back. Now squeeze the legs together. Press down through the top of the feet. Then push down through the hips and begin to lift the shoulders. Lift the arms so they're stretched behind like a jet. You can keep the feet down or also lift the legs up. For our Shalabhasana. Each inhale lifting up a little higher, and each exhale holding it with your strength. Two more breaths. You're awesome. Now rest, chin to the other side, heels open and breathing. Just feeling your heartbeat. How alive, how strong, how vigorous you are. And we'll push up to table pose. Spread the fingers, claw into the mat with the fingertips, and then hug the arms in towards the midline to keep the shoulder blades integrated onto the back. We'll start lifting the right leg, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot to the sky. Inhale, extend up, then exhale, tuck the knee into the chest, lower the nose towards the knee. So we have that flow of inhale, arching the back, and exhale, rounding. Good. You're staying nice and strong with the fingertips. We'll protect the wrists. Good, 2 more with this side. And then rest the right knee down. We'll switch and lift the left leg, bend the knee. Inhale, press the sole up, up, up. And exhale, tuck the knee in, rounding down. Okay, still nice and strong with the fingertips. You can almost see white around the edges of your fingernails. The arms are hugging to the midline. Two more. And one more. And rest the knees down and sit back to the heels into Virasana, hero pose. And that's a chance for the wrists to relax. If you need to shake out or stretch the backs of the wrists, rolling them towards each other. Okay. Now sitting tall, shoulders back, navel in, and the chin is level, so the sides of the neck are back. You can stay upright, Virasana, or Supta Virasana, where we go back onto the hands, lifting the chest, or farther back to the elbows. Okay, tuck the chin slightly, so get the shoulder blades to move back, the knees to stay down. And take another complete breath, stretch out those quadriceps, and then come up, lift up out of the reclining if you're there. And for a counter stretch, we'll do our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll curl the toes under and lift up the knees, and then extend the arms forward to create a V shape. Soften the knees as you inhale, arch the lower back, and then lengthen the arms as you exhale to stretch the spine. Okay, inhale to high plank, top of a push-up, and we'll breathe here. Again, integrating shoulder blades into the back, navel to the spine, and powerful fingertips clawing into the mat. Oh, you are very strong. Very good. Okay, rest the knees. Lower to child's pose. Fold forward with the head down. You lengthen the arms forward as you exhale to stretch the lower back so the sitting bones can move down towards the heels. Relax the arms and shoulders on the inhale, just letting the back fill with breath. Now, please come back to table pose. Curl the toes under and lift the knees. So we're back in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now we progress onto Vashisthasana, the side plank. We turn the heels to the right, balance on the right arm. Okay, from here, if you need more support, lower the right knee. And if you don't, keep the right leg straight, open the left arm up. Awesome, you look great. Very strong. Okay, down with the left hand, and we go back to downward dog. Then turn the heels to the left. Balance on the left arm. Lift up the right arm. For more support, push the left knee into the floor so your hips can push forward and your head tilt back. So you get a little back bend with that also. There, nice, great job. Oh, that looks great. Okay, we can work from there down to table pose to rest. Okay. Now, let's lift the hands, Ustrasana, camel pose. This is back bend, where we're pushing the hips forward, pressing the tops of the feet and toenails into the mat, and squeeze the buttocks and look up. Let your head tilt back. If it's possible, you reach down to one heel at a time. Keeping those thigh muscles, lifting the buttocks up and forward. And come up with an inhale, lift the arms, and then rest them down to the mat. Okay, widen the knees. Curl the toes under and walk the hands back so the knees will lift up into squat malasana. Try balance without the hands on the floor, bringing the hands to prayer. Now the knees should be squeezing into the elbows, and the elbows resisting that to help open the chest. Good. You're awesome. Anytime you want, release that pose to table pose, or go on to the arm balance crow pose, bakasana. So here the hands will be on the mat, knees hugging in against the upper arms, and then tip the head forward, let one foot lift, and then the second, so you're balanced on the arms. And then try to extend and straighten the arms. That takes strength. Okay. When we're done, rest. Catch yourself on the back for trying to come back. Oh no, come all the way up to stand. All right, step to the front of the mat and just find a steady, balanced pose. Your feet about hip distance apart, and they're parallel with equal weight to the inside and the outside. Open the palms so the shoulders are broadened. Now extend the arms and lift them up over the shoulders. Inhale, extend and lengthen the legs, the arms, the fingers. And exhale, integrate the shoulders into the back, the navel to the spine. Good, great, perfect. You're doing exactly the right thing. Okay, so if I see myself from the side, I don't want to get into that banana back. As soon as the arms come up over the shoulders, there's a tendency for the hips to pop forward. So spiral the inner thighs back, pull the navel in, and the tailbone then lengthens down to take some of that curve out of the lower back. Okay, and we've held this for a good while. And so even such a simple pose like Tadasana has enormous strengthening benefits when you hold it. All right, Warrior One, so a step left foot forward, the right foot back. Make sure that right heel is firmly onto the mat. You can look at your feet, look at your hips. So the right hip is turned forward, the left hip crease drawing back. And then strengthen the back leg so the knee is straight. That's good. Reach up with your arms. First reach forward at an angle so that you can breathe into the lower back. Firm through the navel. Then start to look up and lift the shoulders a little more. Still rooting down through the back heel. Very good. Inhale, expand to the sky. And exhale, integrate all these parts together to the core of your strength, connecting to that source of power and fortitude. Your elephant power, right? Unstoppable. Overcoming any obstacle. And there you have it. You're done. Virabhadrasana. And let's transition to Warrior Three. Bring the arms out at shoulder height. Toe touch with the back foot. And then with your gaze at one spot in front of you, start to lift the back toes and balance on that left leg. As you balance, start to lift the back leg a little higher until your back is more level with the mat. Standing on one leg certainly builds strength in that leg, doesn't it? And let's lower, rest, and relax the arms. Now, right foot forward, left foot back. And bend the right knee. Take a good look at your feet. Look at your hips. Turn the left hip forward. Tuck the right hip back. And spiral the inner left thigh down and back so that left heel stays really rooted to the mat. Reach the arms forward. Breathe into the lower back. And inhale, lift the shoulders a little higher. Root down a little deeper to the back heel. Good, good. And enjoy this powerful, strong warrior that you've created. Invincible. So strong that no obstacle will prevent you from doing what you choose. All right, warrior 3. Open the arms, balance on the right leg, and toe touch with the left foot. When you feel you have your balance, keep your gaze focused at one spot on the floor in front, and slowly lift the back toes up. Good. Try and keep the back from rounding. So I could balance a soup bowl on your back. Okay, rest and release. Those are great. So, warrior 3. Turn to the side, widen the legs. And slide the hands down to the knees, fold forward, or bring the hands to the floor if that's within reach. And then squeeze the legs in towards the midline and lift up through the kneecaps. Inhale, lengthen the back, and exhale, fold forward. Deep breaths. Inhale, expanding in the back of the neck. And exhale, tightening the tummy, lifting the kneecaps. You go a little deeper. Keep drawing the ankles into the midline. Then we'll lift up, release that version. Try a second version where the hands are clasped behind the back. If your hands are sweaty or your shoulders are tight, you may choose to hold a strap between the hands. Or if you can maintain that grip, fold forward with the knuckles lifting up over the back. My hands are slipping. Okay. So since I don't have that strap handy, I'm going to do a different version where I hold on the big toes and pull up on the big toes. Take the crown of the head down that way. Okay, lift up to a straight back. Turn the heels in 45 degrees. Bend the knees for goddess pose. And the arms will just lift up like cactus arms with the thumb and first finger touching in chin mudra. Expand with the inhale. Open the chest. Deepen the hips on the exhale, tightening the core. Each exhale, you might try and go a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Penultimate. Last breath, down to the max, and then straighten the legs and rest. All right. Now, turn the left toes out for warrior 2. Lengthen your stance, bend the left knee. Now the left knee is above the left ankle. And the arms are at shoulder height. Very good. Got the form of the pose. So the back foot toes are turned out 90 degrees. You can look back there, see the outer edge of your back foot parallel with the end of the mat. Now we'll move with the breath. Lift the arms, inhale, straighten the front knee. And then exhale, open the arms, bend the left knee once more, and repeat that with your breath. Up, and then slowly down like a feather. Trying to get a little deeper with each exhale. Last one. And then rest the left elbow on the left knee. Take the right arm up and forward over the ear. This is Parshva Konasana. You can keep the elbow on the knee if you need that support, or bring the left hand down to the mat. Tuck the left shoulder under. Now the right armpit back. Now lengthen that top arm long over that right ear. Good. Come up and inhale to stand. Just turn the feet or switch sides. Right foot forward, left foot back. I'm going to face this way. We'll go on to Warrior Two. Take a moment, look at your feet. Once you're steady, then flow with the arms up on the inhale and opening down on the exhale. Bend the right knee, come in, up and down easily. Using the strength of the inner thighs to lift you up and lower you gently. Last time, up. And then open the arms for right elbow on the right knee. Lengthen the left arm up and over the ear. And then tuck the right hip under. Roll the left hip back and look up. And if your stance is long enough, you can reach down with the right hand. Use that leverage at the back of the arm against the inner knee to spiral the chest open. The strength of the inner thighs to keep tucking this right buttocks under. Good. Lift up and rest to stand. And go on down to seated. Running out of power here, but I'll do what I can. Take a little water break. So you worked hard, not so far. All right. We'll do our Navasana, boat pose. So balance on the sitting bones. Support the back of the legs at first so you can lift the heels. Lift up the chest and try and straighten the legs. Now if you don't need the hands for support, try Ganesh Mudra at the chest. Pulling. Two more breaths. And rest. Lower the feet down. Lower the hands behind the hips. And we'll lift in Purvottanasana. Push the feet and hands down so the sides of the hips will lift up. Roll the shoulder blades under the back. For more challenge, lift the left leg up. And then switch legs. Lift the right leg, lift the hips. And lower the right foot down, lower the buttocks down, and let's go back to Navasana. So if you're doing Ganesh Mudra, switch the hand hold. Good, and you can rest. Lower the legs, and then open the legs to a nice wide angle. Spiral the inner thighs down, move the sitting bones back and apart. And then press hands behind so the lower back can draw in, and the chest lift up. Inhale, get tall in the spine. And then as you exhale, start to work, engage these thigh muscles, lift the kneecaps, flex the ankles, tighten the tummy. Begin to fold a little bit at first, rising with the inhale, and then re-energize the muscles, strengthen as you fold. So we're always strengthening the muscles as we stretch to prevent injury. Inhale, expand, lengthen the neck. And exhale, tighten the tummy, tighten the kneecaps, and we deepen the fold. You're doing very well. I know it's counterintuitive that you need to have strong legs when you're sitting on the ground, but that's what makes the spine more limber, as we're keeping the sitting bones rooted into the floor with that muscular energy. So the lower back is able to stretch as much as the upper back. Now, release and lift up to a straight spine. And here, let's go to reclining pose. Here, lay on the back. And lift the right leg up to the sky. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, or use a strap with the loop over that right foot. Inhale, soften the knee, tuck the shoulder blades under the back. And with the exhale, straighten the knee, pressing against the hands. And just pulse with the breath, the easefulness of the inhale, and the strengthening of the exhale. So over a series of breaths, you might be able to climb up the leg a little higher with the hands. Or some yogis choose to bind the big toe with the first two fingers. Now open the right leg to the right side and sweep it open slowly, keeping both knees straight. Okay, release the right leg down next to the left. Stretch out the arms and legs. And then, as you're ready, bring the left leg up. Hold it behind the thigh. Or start to climb up the left leg with the hands. Still allowing the head and shoulders to rest flat on the floor. And try and keep the right thigh down on the floor. The breath smooth, deep, and even. So each inhalation is complete, filling the lungs totally. And each exhalation is complete, emptying all that breath out. Now, please open the left leg to that left side of the room. Lengthen the legs. Deepen the breath. And then release and lower the left leg next to the right. Okay. Now please lift up the knees, walk the heels in. And then press the feet and elbows down, lift the sides of the hips up. And push the buttocks up with the hands, lifting it to the max. You can walk the heels in closer and maintain that with the muscles in the hips as you release the hands and clasp them underneath. And tuck the shoulders together, lift up the chin, and then start to lift the hips more and the heart, so the chest opens. Inhale, boosting up with the inhale, and exhale, holding it strongly with the buttocks and thighs. Now, release the hands and lower the buttocks down. All right, extend the left leg and press the right foot into the floor. Swing the hips to the right and roll over onto the left hip. The right knee is going to cross over, your left hand holding that right knee. And twist in the spine, look over your right shoulder and reach away the opposite direction. Oh, there goes the water bottles. That's what happens. And breathing in the twist. Relaxing some on the inhale to lengthen the spine. And then gently twisting on the exhale, using muscular energy in the core to protect the lower back. Now we'll switch legs, roll flat onto the back, lift the left knee, press the left foot down, and swing the hips over to the left side of the mat. From there, the left knee is going to cross over to your right hand. And look over the left shoulder as you twist the spine. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, tighten the tummy to deepen the twist. So be very gentle with this right hand, that you're not forcing the pose, that you're listening to your back. That you're protecting the back with that core strength. Now release back, lay flat on your spine, lift both knees, and then press the feet down enough to slide the backs of your hands under the buttocks. Sit down then on the back of your hands or use a folded blanket. Extend then the legs up to the sky. Inverting the legs is a way of calming the nervous system, beginning to prepare us for Shavasana. You did a lot of challenging poses, a lot of effort. You put in a lot of work to strengthen your body. So you're going to have so much deeper relaxation in Shavasana because of that. And you can remain with the hips down on the hands, or if you choose to lift the hips and take the legs over the head into plow. This is a deep stretch in the upper back and shoulders and neck. When you're ready to release, bend the knees, holding the ankles or the feet. Draw the knees in towards the armpits as you lower the back down into Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. And you have the general form of the pose. You may feel the urge to move organically, rocking it side to side or extending the leg or both legs to a wide angle. So play around there a little more if you like. And whenever you're ready to rest, you can stretch out flat on the mat. And take another full body stretch with the legs and arms in opposite directions. Enjoying any final movement in the back, in the hips or shoulders, maybe in the wrists or ankles, or the fingers or the toes. Cover yourself up with extra clothes or blankets so that you're going to be warm and cozy. And then we'll systematically relax through our body. Starting with your awareness in your face and eyes. Begin to melt away any tension or tightness in the facial muscles or in the jaw. And then continue to scan down your shoulders and arms. Consider relaxing them a little deeper so they'll rest comfortably and heavily into the mat. And then bring your awareness to your chest and upper back and let those muscles release now. Let go of any worries, fears, unraveling those emotions to be more calm and tranquil, happy and content, being in the present with what you're feeling in your body. And then feeling in your stomach and lower back. And consider relaxing those muscles a little deeper. So any knots of anger or frustration can start to loosen. And then scan down your legs, so all those muscles in the legs can become more loose and limp. And then sense what you feel in your feet and toes. And unclench any toes, muscles in the feet, so they're soft, happy. Good. And feel how the floor is supporting you from head to foot. So you don't need to hold yourself now. The floor is doing that for you. And you can completely relax, release, and rest in this calm tranquility, safe and secure. Knowing that you're strong in your body, in your mind, and your spirit. You have the faith and courage to keep your spirit strong. You have the willpower and determination to keep your mind strong. And you have your yoga practice to keep your body strong. You have the unstoppable power of Ganesh, remover of obstacles. You have unlimited strength. You have unlimited power. You have unstoppable tenacity. And you have indefatigable fortitude. Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavai, tejasvinanaditamastu, ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lord, may we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we give strength to one another. And may our study be filled with light. May there be no jealousy among us. Let there be peace, peace, peace. And now begin to deepen your breath. And start to move in your body, the fingers and the toes or your arms, whatever you do to wake up the body. And then you can roll over to the side and give your mind a chance to become conscious of this time and place. Aware of the room around you. And then rise back to a seated position. Well, I am really proud of how strong you did your practice today. You are super strong yogis. Namaste.
Namaste.